Hello everyone. Just sat here in the Pine Temple, haven't done a meditation, and there's a raven up the top there. I'll try and be quiet when he speaks. My dog is circling as he loves to chew sticks. But we're sat here in the Pine Temple. So I feel drawn to share a little bit of my journey with you because it's been an intense journey, and I'm feeling now is the time to come back and guide you through what I've been through, um, because this may help others that are experiencing these things and are going to be walking through some of the same territory that I've walked through. So feel called to reach out. Um, Now begs the question, where do we start? I suppose we start with what happened about 8 or 9 years ago. I had an intense awakening. I started to study the law and was kind of researching the system because there didn't seem to be any remedy in it. And what came through was the fact that the reason why we're not been able to unify at all on any level is because the system that was created by us or our ancestors was inverted. It was hijacked, and the system of slavery ensued. So they realized that in 3 generations you can rewrite history, you can rewrite the timeline. And by teaching the youth a different version of what the wisdom that was normally handed down by our elders, by disconnecting us from the land, from our ancient ancestral lineages of being in the land and on the land and living together in harmony with this beautiful world, with this beautiful realm, and forgetting that our imagination is what creates the magic. Yeah. So yeah, this last 8 years, I've had to fall apart completely. Um, I've been running from it for a while, but it does catch up on you. You get presented with certain things that you just have to face, and inevitably you realize that you have to face yourself. Only you can save you. Only you can do the inner work. Only you can stand in your sovereignty. Um, this might jump forward and back because time isn't linear, and that's how my brain works. Jump, 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 jump. Um, yeah, I walked away from my family 9 years ago, no contact, and had to grieve and let go of them. Had to mourn them like they'd died because that was the old version of me. That was the old. That was yeah. That was the That wasn't the true Matthew. That wasn't the one that stepped in. That wasn't my higher self. My higher self walked in, and yeah, I couldn't handle it. It was so much to take on board at once, from kind of heartbreak and all the different emotions that come up from that trauma and devastation of separation. And yeah, it's a case of realizing that the remedy that I was seeking has always been inside me. It's just it's always here. Everything's connected, and you can have anything you want if you really want that. You can desire whatever it is that you want to desire. But for me, the main goal, the reason why I came here, the reason why we're all here, is to connect back to love unconditionally, to accept each other's flaws because we're perfectly imperfect. And long has it been forgotten that we have forgotten we're all equal. No one's better than anyone else. Yeah? That's just the game that they sold us. The competition and separation they sold us. And all the things that you can have. And this incessant worship of money, when really it is just trees. It's just paper. Yeah? We're the gold. They mine the gold out of us. They mine the gold out of us. So yeah, I spent many years trying to look outside for the answers and trying to get different healers, different people to help me. And what I was ultimately seeking was to reconnect back to myself. I'd lost my connection, and it's kind of really hard to put into words because some people will take that different ways. But yeah, it's been a powerful journey. But now we're here, and now I'm connected to what I can only describe as soul brothers and sisters, real soul brothers and sisters, ones that don't judge you, ones that love you unconditionally, ones that actually care. A lot of people in this realm do not care. They don't care, only but themselves. And yeah, it is just a program running. It really is. Law, justice, and true unconditional love is returning. And we are here to bring it forth. We are here to hold people accountable for their actions. Redemption is for all for all that those choose it. You have to choose redemption. If you're not ready to redeem yourself, then you need to go in time out. Anyway, I've probably jumped all over the place, but I like having a bounce, especially when it's about the journey. So I keep changing arms because my arm keeps getting cramp. um, yeah, the new Earth is coming, and something that we've all had to learn is a little bit of patience. So this brings me on to divine timing. It feels like I perhaps shouldn't have held on too long, and I shouldn't have gone on this long journey to find my way back to myself. But it was all in divine timing. It was all meant to happen this way. Because once you realize when you're in the flow, and you're connected to Mother, to nature, everything is in this divine orchestra. Everything leads back to the circle of life, the great reciprocity. Or did I get it right? Probably not. Reciprocity, something like that. Equal give and take, basically. Balance. Everything needs to come back to balance. And the thing that they've done is that they haven't allowed God to have his jubilee. Haven't allowed things to be returned back to zero, to actually reset everything and redistribute everything equally, because we're all the same. We're all one. Moving forward, in the next couple of months, I'm going to start offering one-to-one sessions to talk about things and offer support for those who are mapping this out for themselves at the moment. They might get some insight from my story, and from me, and I will help you in any way I can. So that will be interesting. But yeah, there's lots of things coming, and I can't wait. I can't wait for this new earth, this yeah, this new paradigm where we're not in competition. We start to really collaborate that way. So I need to go and say goodbye. I will come back and tell you a bit more about the story later on. Bye. Much love.